Hello, and welcome to this evening's intention. I really needed this tonight. I don't know what's going on. It feels like time is just accelerated. Everything's moving so fast. I'm just so tired and exhausted, as if I've been trying to run and keep up with it. It's time to find a place of peace and just slow down. So this is what we're going to do. And we're going to create some reality together while we're doing it. So if you can find a place for about 30 minutes or so, sit or lie down with your eyes closed and not be disturbed, that would be great. So go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to start this journey with a few slow, deep breaths. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All your cares and worries dissolve and float away. You don't need them for the next half hour, trust me. And for the next breath, we're going to take a full breath in and start with our lower belly, move up to the upper abdomen, and then take the lower rib cage in the back and expand it out towards the back. Really fill up. And when you exhale, this time, if you could feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And we're going to visualize a little bit to help us with this next one. We're going to breathe light directly into our hearts, and then exhale light directly from our hearts. Good. And now we're going to bring our focus to the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness right now down to your feet and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are these amazing loyal servants, always just want to do our bidding. And sometimes we just need to ask. And now if you can feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. Then we move up to the ankles and the shins and the calves and the knees, and we feel everything relax. As we pass by and touch upon each body part or area, I want you to just feel that all of your cells are reverting back to their original blueprint of perfection. No inflammation, no pain, everything just pristinely perfect the way it originally was. And then move into the upper legs, the buttocks, pelvic area, the hips. Feel everything loosen. And then into the inner organs, rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we bring up our attention to the skin of our scalp. This is the place where tension hides sometimes. So I want you to just release anything you find there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. And then move down into the jaw and allow it to unhinge. Open up, open, and and receive the breath of life. And then feel all of your facial muscles melt into a pool of perfect relaxation. And see if you can't get your eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. And then we move inwards and we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do for us all the time on our behalf. But we're actually going to invite them to have a virtual seat on the couch right now and just chillax while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts and they are moving so fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements to help us slow them down and let them go. We'll start with the element of fire, and we can see that one as the sun, if we'd like to. Fire is a wonderful element for helping us burn up that which no longer serves us, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. And then we ask the element of water. Water is a great help in this as it naturally retains memory. So maybe see yourself standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current against you, pulling away from you anything that no longer serves you, anything negative based, any pattern that's negative, any old traumas. And you can just watch or observe them float down the stream. And then we turn to the element of air. Let the wind or the breeze brush against our skin gently, with its specialty of pulling away all of our stories, our egos, leaving behind only the shining truth. And then finally, we ask the earth for its help with its magnetic properties to pull towards it and hold against it anything that's still heavy, any burdens we're carrying that we'd like to release. We can trust the earth to transform that energy into something higher vibrational, like a seed sprouting to new life. And now let's take the journey. Just before we do, anytime you feel a thought kidnap you and take you away on a wild ride, just know that this is something we all deal with. So the trick is, as soon as you recognize it, to just gently bring yourself back to the present moment, to what you're doing, to your breath. And sometimes it's just the practice of continually bringing yourself back. And then you'll find that you don't get carried away as easily anymore. You can stay in the peace. And now let's take the journey from our head space down to our chest cavity where the heart resides. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. And if you could experience this journey viscerally, that would be great. Perhaps feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy, the lightness as you glide down the staircase. And as you arrive on the platform, I'd like you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, maybe a wall has been built. And this is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a little bit. And brilliant beams of yellow, gold, and light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now, away from our physicalities that we're used to, and into our energy bodies or our light bodies. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're floating there, kind of existing like a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. Doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that light flow. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might experience when you join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, slightly different flavors of the same pie. Now, this Nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and the wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracle, and incredible capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of right now. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So right now, I'd like you to go ahead and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like it if you could color in the blanks, fill in the blanks, color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available. I'd like to experience this vitality now. I'm feeling really light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's very exhilarating. Now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces as well. And then stretch it out to include your community, and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive. Total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intention and sending the energy outwards. Now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. There's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions or our dreams in life. Each of us, we're seeded with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each have an innate need and desire to contribute. So when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, don't worry, that's okay. We're going to generate some feelings right now associated with it and allow that to beckon into your conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of your day, being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. And I want you to see this all has already happened. It is done, it has happened. So say we all. Now, we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we are living on a planet free of pollution. We are living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together. Inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And we were meant to be together. We were here together. We were meant to walk each other home. Through the meadows and over the bumps. But tonight, let's celebrate this wonderful existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in playing. I see us all at a huge outdoor music festival, rejoicing, celebrating together. I'm sensing all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on the strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something wondrous happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. And all of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment, it all falls away. We naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. What a relief, what bliss. Everybody's on the same page. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders into the atmosphere above us to be transformed into the higher resonance vibrations that are more in alignment with who we truly are. And then all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion, sensing all the connections, cleansing, clearing up, communication flowing. So beautiful. The atmosphere is just so smooth. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. And now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're out having a picnic with your family, marveling at their glowing faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, or you're out for a walk in the forest with your dog, enjoying the serenity, you're having a laugh with your buddies, or you're creating something magnificent in the kitchen or at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want you to just stop in your shoes in your reality right now and look at all the beauty surrounding you. All the natural beauty and all the man-made beauty. Just drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports you at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. Now I'd like to just connect with a little gratitude before we finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this wonderful existence. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and healing and energy and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I want you to take your entire amazing reality and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the Dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy. And then when we exhale, we're going to release and share that with the world. Here we go. Build it up and release it. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with love and light and healing and energy. Good job. I can feel the concentric rings of energy just circling the planet, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, creating a huge blanket of peace and love and prosperity around the world. And now I'd like you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit to really come back in. And when you feel you're ready, come back into the room or your space, open your eyes. And just notice how you feel. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any point with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call it up on a moment's demand. Eventually, we won't even have to put any effort into it anymore. We just become natural, walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we are this powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together in this way, exponentially by magnitudes. So thank you for joining me in these intentions, whether it's live or recorded, it all works, it's all good. And if you've been doing this for a little while and you're used to building your intention reality, then maybe try the single conscious breaths of intention as you go through the next week or two. Every time you could fit it in, you get a few seconds here and there, brushing your teeth, cooking supper, standing in line just before you go to sleep. And just notice, have fun with it, and see what kind of shifts happen in your life over the next couple of weeks. What changes happen? Okay, so enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will see you tomorrow for the next intention.